Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Multi-cloud management is a necessity for organizations that work with multiple cloud storage providers at the same time. It helps them deploy and monitor several workloads over different cloud-based platforms. Businesses need easy access to data across different cloud platforms from a single interface. This makes it easier for their non-tech savvy staff to access multiple cloud platforms simultaneously, such as AWS, Azure, and even Kubernetes. Organizations often choose to operate multiple cloud platforms because it makes it easier to stay ahead. However, if they put their data with one provider and there is an issue, it can be impossible to access or use that info on time, slowing down business response times. What makes multi-cloud better than multiple clouds? For starters, using a multi-cloud platform reduces the strain on a company's IT team. In addition, it offers a simple and intuitive user interface that makes it much easier to manage workloads and applications across multiple clouds. Using one software to access, analyze, and manage all of your data gives you maximum data availability, allowing you always to have the information you need. Using management software also dramatically reduces the risk of data being compromised. For example, individually running multiple cloud platforms mean you have to make sure they are all protected separately. This can take up hours of your time and may even mandate hiring separate resources to ensure the round-the-clock security of your cloud assets. But with management software, you can rest assured that data is protected because it's all centralized in one place, giving you a bird's-eye view of the security situation and more. Additionally, the payments are more streamlined since you won't have to keep track of them separately. Instead of paying for different platforms, you pay for the management software instead. So, where you were paying for multiple platforms, you are now paying for one management software. Some management software even has a feature where they use data analysis to suggest different cost-cutting measures. Benefits of using multi-cloud software. It's possible to create a unified approach across multiple clouds with the following three facets of multi-cloud management done right. Instant automation. Automation saves time, and time is money. Besides, doing things manually can often eat through time and resources that could be used elsewhere. In addition, when a process is automated, it will continue to happen in the background while those important resources are directed elsewhere. Multi-cloud management makes it easy to deploy an application and manage it regularly without the need for regular human intervention. Using automation can do things such as improve the flexibility of the work being done. For example, you can have data stored across multiple platforms by using something such as multi-cloud backup. In the case of a breach or corruption in one drive, the others are already ready and waiting. If a process like this is automated, it can happen multiple times a day, with people focusing on actual work instead of backing up their data. Also, adding automation to your workflow makes it a lot easier to recover from possible disasters. For example, let's say your office systems get hacked or attacked by some malicious code. Of course, some data might be lost, but since you automated data backups, it's possible to recover most of your essential info and processes from the cloud. Thus, you saved time and money by ensuring that precious data was not compromised. Visibility over everything. You must always be one step ahead of everything to make sure you're on the right track. Failure to do so can often lead to losses down the line that could have been avoided. When running multiple cloud platforms, it is possible to get lost in the multitude of interfaces. While they might all have the same basic structure, they will work in different ways. Having to learn to adapt to every single one of them can be taxing and time-consuming. Multi-cloud software can allow you to have one single vantage point to keep track of all your data, applications, and workloads. Multi-cloud software lets a business know what parts of the company are operating and how they perform. This way, you can see how different applications are doing, saving a ton of time and resources. Regardless of whether you are using a public or private cloud platform, the ability to monitor all of it from one place makes life infinitely more accessible. Check and balance. One of the essential parts of running a business is making sure all things are in order. There needs to be a check and balance maintained to make sure that things go according to plan. If left on its own, the structure begins to collapse under the weight of its instability. The same can be used for the cloud. If an IT department is tasked with maintaining multiple cloud platforms, there is always a real chance of a mix-up. It could either be incorrect login credentials, data being transferred to the wrong location, or improper access given to the wrong people. Imagine if access to a drive with confidential corporate documents was given to someone who had come in for an interview. This person was supposed to get access to a folder with a test but instead is reading about all the skeletons in the company's closet. Using multi-cloud software, the IT and DevOps teams can use a shared governance and security policy to protect and maintain all information. In addition, when using a single interface, a single set of rules can be implemented across the board. This will save everyone time as well as a whole lot of money and risk.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.